States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of KAILASA serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. KAILASA's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization, with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors. Under the leadership of SPH, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivoham, KAILASA has achieved recognition as a sovereign subject of international law, possessing distinctive attributes of juridical statehood. The United States of KAILASA is the main sponsor of the proposed UAN headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UAN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds, featuring top modern architecture, the highest green building standards, and ancient Vastu architectural principles. This headquarters would serve as a central hub for indigenous diplomacy, cultural preservation, and collaborative efforts towards sustainable development and global peace. Through this initiative, we aim to create a dignified platform for indigenous leadership rooted in ancestral wisdom, cultural legitimacy, and collaborative innovation, enhancing global dialogue and regional stability. The establishment of the UAN headquarters would position a host country at the forefront of a global movement promoting indigenous wisdom while creating significant economic opportunities for the nation and its people.
As the earth turns inward during the divine Chaturmasya, while prayers rise like incense through the heavens, and when even gods observe celestial silence, a divine anticipation stirs in the heart of creation. As the universe prepares to explode with ecstatic joy, for the impossible is about to become possible. The unborn to be born, the teacher of the Gita, the liberator of the worlds. This is no ordinary day. This is Janmashtami.
Love, sacrifice, ferociousness, knowledge, power, all these are separate words in lower middle.
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Yes, Nityananda, all of you, after this beautiful revelations, darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we are now will be having the power manifestation session after the darshan. So we like to welcome each one of us who are here with us, and we'll be jumping into the power manifestation. So requesting all of you to get ready with the blindfold. We'll be projecting the image on your screen, and through the power of third eye, let's get ready to manifest the power of third eye. So Ma Sugyana, Ma Anand Ganpati, Ma Sarishan, Ma Panglu, Ma Gyana Guru Prasadini, Sharmi Modaya, Ma Mahasatya Param Satya, Ma Nitya Prema Dhavati, Ma Durga Devi, Ma Anand Paramat Shakti, Ma Nisya Gunya, Sri Lingodbhanaya, Ma KAILASA Florence, yes, Nityanandam, Vanki, Ma Paramal Sarupini, Chenzia, Ma Aghor Sarupini, Vishwanathanaya, and Vanquishan. Requesting all of you to get ready. You can cover your eyes now with the blindfold, and let's get ready to enter into the power manifestation. Just sit with your head next spine and straight line and connect with Swamiji. Understand? Just when you remember Swamiji, you invoke his presence, because Swamiji is very much alive. He is very much present. So when you remember Swamiji, not only you remember him, you invoke his presence. So just remember Swamiji and connect with him. Just forget any tension, any irritation, agitation, whether in terms of wealth, health, relationship, or any form of irritation. Just unclutch. Have that strong declaration to be in oneness with Swamiji. Have that strong will to be in oneness with Swamiji. Now, let's start chanting the Mahavakya as we enter into the sound of power manifestation. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Keep chanting the Mahavakya. With this, let's enter into the sound of power manifestation. The image is now being projected on screen. Let's begin.
Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham
So now please relax. Let's move on with the verification process. Please gently open your eyes and please start sharing what was revealed by Paramashiva through your third eye. Ma Paramashakti, in requesting all the participants, you can untie your eye bands and start penning down what was revealed. You can start typing what was revealed. We'll be having more rounds of power manifestation. So requesting all the participants to start sharing what was revealed. Yes. Vishwanathan Ayya is sharing. Road, black, light white, sun and trees. Thank you for sharing, Ayya.
Manasi going to share. Swami showed many bright lights like planets, like sun. Okay, thank you for sharing. Requesting everyone. Ma Nitya Prema Davasi. Ma shares. River, small flowers, city, Swamiji, blackboard, alphabets. Okay, thank you for sharing.
Ma Durga Devi is sharing. In rainy black road, 2 feet walk on the road. Thank you for sharing, Ma. And Ma Pinglu is sharing. Crescent moon. Thank you for sharing, Ma. Yes.
Just waiting for a few moments as we receive other sharings, then we'll be moving to the verification. And Manasi also shares, also adds, Swamiji showed also kids, children, and other forest. Okay, thank you. All right, so with this, let's move to the verification. We'll be projecting the image. So this is the image that we have projected. As you can see, it's a image of Swamiji. Swamiji as giving the Diksha. He's having the palm leaf, the golden palm leaf in his hand and giving the Diksha. And of course, in the picture, you can see various gold jewels, the Rudraksha, various colors, the maroon, even there are various pearls in orange. You can see the red color, the purple color a little bit. The background is a little blur, the red. So this is the whole picture, the jewels. Yes, one Instagram shares. Yes. Okay, just give a few moments. Yes. Okay. So now it will be visible for you. So this is the yes. Okay. So as you can see, this is the image. So the picture of Swamiji, we can see all the jewels, the colors. So this is the image that we had projected. So as we go from top, the road, black, light, white, sun, trees. Most of them are actually not there, but we definitely have the bright. The whole picture itself is bright.
Actually, in the palm leaf printing, which is done by one of the laser
Yes.
machines, one is traditionally and one is done by laser machines. There, the palm leaf gets burned by the laser and it appears as black. So it is very interesting to see two participants looking at a black road. So it's a common thing. So maybe you guys saw the black lines drawn by the laser, which gives the perception of black road, or 2 feet walking on road, like Ma Durga Devi shared. The 2 foot walking is actually, you'll be surprised, there are 2 lasers in the laser machine. In the laser machine used for printing the palm leaves in Adi KAILASA. So very interesting way the participants have seen, and also the sun as a bright source of the light. So in different ways, our third eye is revealing and Paramashiva is playing with us. So thank you for sharing. And we have more sharings like Ma Nitra Gunya has shared. She also saw bright lights like planets, like sun. Again, it might be the laser and also it is the gold in the picture itself, the jewelry which Swamiji is wearing and the skin of Swamiji itself, which has the tejas, the ephemeral or the subtle brightness. And Manitya Prema Thavasi has shared, she precisely shared Swamiji is there and alphabets are there.
Yes, the whole palm leaf itself is having basically it's a Gayatri mantra. So where alphabets are written.
And here Mathavasi has also shared rivers, small flowers, city, Swamiji, blackboard, alphabets. So while other participants, when they saw the black, Prema Thavasi saw like alphabets are there and a blackboard is there rather than alphabets are themselves written with black. So different participants at a different uh, frequency have seen the answer and have expressed in their own unique way. So it's very interesting to see how different participants are sharing. Yes, Mapinglu has shared crescent moon. Some of the characters in Devanagari and in Tamil also, they are in the crescent moon shape. So that it might be one of the alphabets which would have been seen. Yes.
All right. So this is the image that we have projected. A beautiful revelations, beautiful sharings from all of you. So with this, understand every time that you manifest the powers, and remembering that this is your time to be in oneness with Swamiji, in oneness with Paramashiva. Again and again, bring back yourself for manifesting the powers, manifesting the state, space, being, and powers of Paramashiva. Understand, each one of us are Paramashiva. Swami says that any doubt, any confusion, any delusion that you have, just remove it, because you are Paramashiva. You don't have to become Paramashiva. You are already Paramashiva. You just have to remove the delusion, and simply that Paramashivata will just radiate through you. The bliss will flower through you, just radiate through you. So what we need to do is continuously detox, bring back ourselves for manifesting the powers again and again. And the science of power manifestation itself, Parameshwara has given more than 460 powers in Vedas and Agmas, and Swamiji is reviving this whole science of power manifestation and giving the whole world this gift of power manifestation. And at various times, various devotees, various people have actually manifested various kinds of power through just with the deep connection with Swamiji. So the possibility exists within each one of us. If you have that possibility, if he can manifest, why can't I? And even in the pramanas, there are apta pramanas, sastra pramanas, where all these powers are manifested by the rishis, by the enlightened masters, and the sakshi pramana, Samji himself, and which is the atma pramana and sakshi pramana, where many devotees have manifested these powers. So if these are manifested by the people, they very much is the possibility for all of us. So with this, we'll be entering into today's next revelation. It is going to be a question and answer on how the karma is created. Yes, this is, or actually how the karma starts. Most of us, as we have gone through the sessions on karma, now we have come to know what is karma. But how the karma itself got started? This is going to be a short question answer session. Any questions that you have regarding the karma? Let's bring back ourselves to the space of listening, and let's enter into this revelation by Swamiji.
How the karma started. How the previous birth started. How the Purujanma Vasana started. How the desire started. How the Maya started. How the ignorance started.
Why did life start then?
But you are enlightened already. You were enlightened.
It goes back to when life started.
Why drama started? Who wanted?
God, my.
And you and Shiva is one and the same. Then how?
Obviously, if he knew that,
How the delusion started? How the ignorance started? Why Shiva is playing?
obviously that is the
He wants to amuse himself. So if you are Atman, you have all positive amusements. Why do you want some more amusements? Means you are bored. Then how can you say you are Atman? How can you say you are bliss? Then again the state which you are going to reach, you need some more amusement. Better carry some of your amusement things.
It goes back to why is there even physical life?
That is what? Why? That's what I'm asking.
Understand the Atma.
Why should you understand? You are Atman. Why should you understand Atman? You were Atman earlier. Why should you experience? Why consciousness enters into you? Consciousness is supposed to be all pervading, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent.
It goes back to why there is individual consciousness and super consciousness.
That is what? Why there is individual consciousness and super consciousness?
Yeah.
Huh? Huh?
We don't answer why we are here. Why I wanted to actually why I wanted to become. I was enjoying this.
If it were to be no, there would be no difference here.
Energy needs action.
Energy needs action. Please don't create new philosophies. The next generation will start cutting you because they have to read one more philosophy. What you forgot? You scrambled there also. How will you forget if you are Atman? How will you forget if you are Atman? So you are basically Atman. But now you have suffering of body and mind. How you became body mind? Then why do you have suffering of body mind? Okay, why do you suffer if you are supposed to be Atman? All right. If you suffer, do you feel the suffering or not? Do you feel it or not? Then how can you say I am not suffering? And that is what, how did you get associated? How did you break the link? How did you break the link? How the desire corrupted?
God's will.
First of all, if you are Atman, how will you have other choice? How will you be able to choose something other than Atman? Because in Atman only one thing exists, that is Atman. Superconscious play means what? Superconscious play with whom?
Itself.
With yourself. How will you play with yourself?
Energy and consciousness creates so much of the
So you say energy and consciousness are two different things.
together. That's separate, they are together. And they create, they are together. And I think
How can they be together and not separate? The togetherness means there must be two.
two sides of the same coin. Heads and tails is there.
But in mind there is a two side. In Atman there is no two side. It's only one, not even a side.
We
One.
are seeing it as two for what effective. consciousness, energy are there, it's existing. Just existing level is not great fun. It creates itself.
So you need some fun.
What will you do just lying like that, Swami?
Oh, you think that Atma means just lying like that?
Yes. Consciousness is there. What I'm saying is we're talking about right from the beginning, we're saying. We're not talking about now.
I'm talking about the big bang and black hole.
Okay. Just to express itself, isn't it? Because it's so
It does express means it is not fulfilled when it is there as it is. Am I right?
no, Swami, it is so full, it has to express itself. Otherwise, what? It is
That
just
it is
full.
so full. Where is it like express? Where is the place for to express it?
You have to even answer why the universe created.
That is what I'm asking.
In itself, Swami, it has to express itself in itself, Swami, in different dimensions. To
If there is a different dimension means, then it means the lower dimension, higher dimension.
levels, Swami.
So there is higher level and lower level.
There is
Are two different levels.
no, Swami, where is that heart? Let's say it's the great place of
Show you. What size
it's filled with potentialities, Swami, which is not yet expressed. In that same space, whatever, in its own space, it expresses itself in all variety and beauty, Swami.
How can, if it can express in some more variety and some more beauty, how
We
can
didn't
that
say
be
more.
called as Atma?
We didn't say more. It is not even expressed.
Even if it is expressing in a different variety and different beauty, how can that be called as Atman? Because Atman is ultimate fulfillment. Just nothing more, nothing else to happen. An ultimate fulfillment. That's what is Atman.
You can't even try it.
The Atma thing, body and mind, the body and mind combined. You have only got the knowledge now that I am the Atma, I am not the body and mind. But still, I haven't experienced that Atma as alone, without the body and mind. Still, that experience is not yet combined. I don't experience that alone without the body and mind.
So you know that now you are suffering as body mind. And you are supposed to be Atman. So how did you become body mind? If you are Atman, you are self-understanding. Atma Deepo, Swayam Jyoti, Swayam Prakasa, Sutta Chaitanya.
Then topic till the age of 54. You know, I understood I am the Atma.
You see, it means till the 54, you started thinking you are body mind. Now you know, even before the age of 54, you are only Atman. How did that Atman become body mind? Listen here.
In science, energy is in a very high state, and dissipation of energy takes place by any means. Then the crystallization takes place. Like you take a
That energy has got some place where it can dissipate,
and
crystallize. But Atman has no gap,
it's a full energy,
full.
energy.
Where it will dissipate or where it will crystallize.
Or maybe it falls down in potential level itself.
And if it is a potential level and actual level, then there are two levels. There must be two Atman.
Same Atman for me, because it's not.
Same Atman, how can that have two levels?
It has got it,
Then it is not Atman. Atman is supposed to be the same,
but it has got it
eternal.
intelligence also.
Now intelligence, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, everything should be permanent.
What is calling it dissipated energy? That is what is not known.
That is what I am asking. What constitutes the field? If there is a dynamic change, how can that be called as ultimate?
It's like the chicken or egg question. The chicken comes first or the egg comes first?
Egg only. From egg, never chicken comes. Oh, chicken only comes. From egg, actually. No, see, listen here. Actually, from chicken, never egg comes. From hen only egg comes. I think missed the word. From hen only egg comes. Chicken, from egg, chicken comes. From chicken, never egg comes. From hen only egg comes.
question what constitutes seed in Java. You have to reply, not translation. I'm literally asking the question from it. The doubt.
All right. Anybody else has got any answer?
Did Shiva do all this to her for giving answers for me?
No, but she was already Devi, but I have to make you all Devi.
After becoming Devi, she asked this question that what do we know, Swami? This is too much.
Because she was Devi, she asked this question. But you guys try to give answers because you think you are Shiva. If you really felt that you are Devi, the moment I put this question, you would have said, no, we don't know, please answer. You should be very clear that you don't know.
We don't know.
You try.
No, Swami, because you asked. We don't know.
Even if I ask, for example, a small thing. Now I ask you, in office, who are all sitting? You don't know. No. You don't know. But going and finding out is different. You should sit here and answer. That is what you don't do. Actually, I just wanted you to understand. This is the ultimate question which cannot be answered. This is the doubt which cannot be answered. Only experience can be given as a reply.
So a beautiful question answer session. Actually, it was Swamiji who was asking the question. Ultimately, Swamiji said, it is question that cannot be answered, but it can only be experienced. So only when you experience, you know. Otherwise, it cannot be answered. As Swamiji says, he gave the example of how many people are there in the office. You don't have to go, you just tell from here. Only when you go there, only when you know, experience by yourself, you'll know. In the same way, only when you experience the consciousness, you'll know. So today we had beautiful sessions on the karma, how karma started, types of karmas, vasanas, samskaras, and it was a wonderful day today. I hope all of you have, especially on the karma, which is so much of misconception we have in the society. So much of ideas are floating around. Samji revealed the truth about the karma. With this, we have come to the conclusion of today's day of the Paramashivoham, and we'll be closing the day with the Purn Mantra. So, and of course, we'll be back tomorrow with another sessions where the day will be starting with the Nityananda Yoga. So let's join our hands. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nityanandam. Thank you everyone. Nityanandam, see you tomorrow.
As the earth